Everybody has something to say about poetry, because rhymes peak in meaning, shedding light on our unspeakables. For an ample example, take the other day when I sat not knowing how to write a poem, and assuming I was fruitlessly booming to thin air, I yelled and spat in my frustration, "How do I start?" And my dog looks up from her water dish and says, "I hate to encroach on your artistic space, because I know you're like in the zone or whatever, but if you want my advice, here it is." And then my dog says, "Poet, breathe now, because it's the last thing you'll ever do for yourself." The life of a poet is often filled with anxiety, depression, and even poverty. These same poets take their insufferable problems and turn them into introspective poems. And these three poems, Poet Breathe Now by Adam Ballou, Anxiety by Lewis Munn, and Audiobook by Neil Hilborn, we see just how these poets turn their problems into poems. Poet, breathe now, because there's a fire inside you, needs oxygen to burn. If you run out of breath, you're going to run out of time. Poet, breathe now, because once you spit, you won't even need air. You'll be rocking rhymes, respiratory. You'll breathe poetry, baby. You breathe now, and you'll never forget that breath. You got pulsative passages, passing the mic, and hot hallelujahs when verses you write. And your sin is your savior, your song is your life, and your words are like wanderers to wandering pipes. Pipe in ceremony, poet you man, and word your wife. And you breathe like chest rebounding when all hope seems lost. Our sound pound mics like hope stars, like we're still here. Hollows we make, angels of our nightclubs, bards of our bums, outlooks of our outcasts, and infinity of our sums. We are the children of empathy, the pathos of slums. We heal like Helios, like cyclical drums. We enlist life from listless, and sometimes even get things done. Poet, breathe now, because once you start your piece, you can die behind that microphone, and death may be breathless, but poetry's deathless, so breath be our savior. Eternal. Poets, breathe once with me now. That's one poem we all wrote. How are you? How are you? How are you doing today? I want you and I want to start asking better questions. Questions like, how are you? No, really, how are you? Because that one's been a little tricky for me lately. I'm sorry, I may have gone this a little too fast, but how could I not? You gotta ask me how much money I make as a writer. You gotta ask me how much my books cost, and really, is enough really, how much do I make? If you're asking me this and I cannot slow myself down, I think the rent is due. I think the rent is late, and student loan payments and electricity bill are on their way. When I'm late to one of my 4 part-time jobs, my car won't start. And I'm pinching every penny I can to send to the worst mechanic in the city. But instead of that, you're asking me about the women in the poems. You won't ask me how it feels to sleep 1,600 miles away from the warmest body I know, but you want to know about the poems. Want to know whose lips I'm stuffing in envelopes and stuffing into tin mailboxes, about the poems I'm writing at 2 a.m. by candlelight, but I'm writing this one in between fluorescent bulbs in a doctor's office because it's cold outside. Not the way the world is cold, but the way the winter is cold, but the way the winter is cold, and I lost my coat, and I mentioned the warm body, and I mentioned the tin can full of tub money. I can't see her when I want to, and sometimes I need to hold her hand. Sometimes I'm too busy missing people to ever get to sleep, but you're asking how much happier I am on an average day than you are. You do not seem to ask me about the days that I cannot get out of bed. You ask me how it feels to have all these feelings, to have this infinite capacity towards the world and its infinitely loving creatures. But just last week, a car honked me while I was on my bike and took every ounce of courage not to kick its window when it drove by and ask me about love, ask me how I'm doing, ask me how it feels to be constantly pushed towards compassion, about why sometimes I can't help but throw my suitcase across the room because my head is so loud and my home is not. Do not ask me how much better it is to be in love as a poet. I want you to ask me anything but that. If you ask me how it feels to touch my lover in the wintertime, how it feels to slide in the bed next to her, you ask me for more words, like my tongue is a paintbrush, like my tongue is a microscope, and you and I in this moment are inching towards the most perfect specimen of what it means to be connected. You will not seem to ask me about the last time I flinched away from when she touched me. I want you to ask me why. Why don't you ask me why? My name is barely out of my mouth before you ask me how much better my life is because I am a poet. I give you the only answer I can cough across this formica, the only answer I can will out of this body. I'm trying. And I learned through poetry that beneath our skin is an infinitely loving capacity for love. But sometimes, some days underneath all of this skin and bones, we're nothing. That's all I have to say. Hi! Thank you for purchasing the audiobook of How to Ruin Your Life for Fun and Profit, as read by the author, Neil Hilborn. So, are you ready to be unhappy? You probably think you need to be paying to be an interesting person and artist, and you're right. People who care about you will tell you that you don't need to suffer to be important. But just remember, musicians are always most popular the day after they die. So, are you ready to matter to someone? Step 1, hate yourself. You are presumably a human being between the ages of alive and dead, so chances are you're already there. Congratulations! Step 2, fall in love. People tell you that this takes years, but I have a secret method that allows you to fall for anyone in under a week. The trick is, be completely oblivious to the difference between love and codependence. Step 3, fall in love with somebody else at the same time. People tell you this is impossible given the love already inside you, but they don't know you. Your heart is limitless. Your heart is a well that goes all the way down. You can fit everyone in there. But remember to lie about it. Love can't exist, knowledge of love. Step 4, at this point you may be doubting your decision, completely screw up your life. So ask yourself, would you rather be happy or interesting? Would you rather be on the news or just watching it? Happy people don't make history. Happy people make children, then die. Step 5. Self-diagnose a mental disorder that makes you aloof and impossible to contact. Someone accuses you of being a bad friend, lover, or child. Accuse them of being insensitive. Step 6. All the pieces are falling into place. Now start sabotaging your own life. Just remember, this isn't crazy, this is research. This is necessary for your own personal growth. Step 7. You've been in love with 2 people for a while now. Tell them about each other! Whichever one stays is the winner! 8. Call your boss a fascist chipmunk lover. Tell your friends fun lies about your other friends. Tell your mother she was the reason you tried to kill yourself. It's just not depression without total isolation. 9. Do something to hurt yourself. It may be credit card debt. It may be gonorrhea. It may be a razor. Literal or not, make yourself bleed. 10. Create something. Paint your scars onto the side of a building. Write a poem and yell it at strangers. Misery circus is parading into town and you are holding the banner. They're all wearing gray, a rainbow of gray. You watch as they all kick themselves bloody on their own feet. You have scars and everyone wants to kiss them. This is stigmata pornography for you. Or when they are still alive, you are mourning in a world at midnight. You are so brave. And they want to be brave just like you. Look at what you have built. Everything you loved is gone. Tell yourself it was worth it.